Hello, hello, good people. We are here again.
Hello.
Hi. So we are
Uh-huh.
here again
Yes.
on our podcasts.
Uh-huh.
We are here to shed more light on disability.
Uh-huh.
So I'm Faith,
I'm Ismail.
and this is my dear husband. We are doing this together. So
Yes.
kindly, we are just urging you to learn a lot from this
Yes,
podcast.
we are here to enlighten people,
Yeah.
to allow you to learn, to tell your friends, tell your friend to tell a friend. We
Exactly.
want these messages to reach as many people as possible,
Exactly.
so that as PWDs we can get as much help as we need. If you know a friend, you have a relative, just allow them to benefit from this knowledge that we're
True.
going to share
True.
on a myriad of issues. Yeah. So for today, we just want to discuss on what exactly this disability we are talking about. Yeah. How do you, is this something you're born with? Do you acquire it as you go? What are the causes? There's a lot of
Myths and
myths,
misconceptions
misconceptions
around.
around being disabled, how you get there. So we are here to clarify all those things. But even as we discuss, it's good for everyone to know that uh, everyone's journey is different. Yeah. In this world, everyone's journey is different. So you might acquire disability from birth. You might acquire, because of different reasons.
Maybe through
So
an accident.
so even
Or
as we talk about it, it's not a cast on stone. Yeah, but we are just uh, trying as much as possible to give as many scenarios as possible.
yeah.
For your understanding, for your knowledge, and also for the society to benefit as a whole and in general.
True.
Yeah.
True. So there's so many myths and misconceptions
Absolutely.
that goes around with disability. You know, I've been having people who ask like, anaweza kuwa lirogo, like
Yeah.
there's so much thinking of disability comes with kurogwa sana. People don't know that sometimes it's through diseases.
Yeah.
Maybe you got an accident. Maybe sometimes hata ni kitu kidogo too that starts and
and then grows into manifests.
Yeah, true. So we are here to shed light on that and make people to understand and just to encourage people on that disability is not inability, but discrimination is. So if you see a person with disability, do not discriminate that person.
Yes.
Yeah. So straight into it. Like maybe today we're going to speak more on disability and registration and how you can become a member.
How you can be registered with the National Council of People Living with Disability, and maybe what benefits come with that.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll start by trying to explain what it is. It's very wide. So disability can be of very many types. You can be physically impaired like me, where I use a wheelchair. My lower limbs are not strong enough. It could be your upper limbs. It could be so many things. But basically, physically, you are impaired. There's something that is not working to the maximum or to the best in your physique. Okay. Yeah. You can have hearing impairment such that your hearing is not 100%. Yeah. And then this again varies. Okay. There are people who have mild hearing impairment. There's severe. Okay. There are people who require hearing aids. Some do not. For example, there are some who are visually impaired, require maybe a blind cane if it's extremely severe to be able to maneuver around. Some just need maybe uh, heavy lensed glasses to be able to,
See
see
properly.
properly, or at least something nearest to properly. Yeah. So it's very wide. There's mental, disability. So when you're mentally disabled, it doesn't necessarily mean you are insane. It just means that maybe you are even a bit slower than you should in terms of comprehending things, understanding. Okay, your brain is just a bit slow, but not necessarily that you are insane as a person. Yeah, yeah. So you can have mental disability. You can also have learning disabilities. Yeah, which as a country, as a society, we are still grappling to, come to terms with, to understand, to embrace. Um, Maybe having children who are what's that word?
The albinos.
No, not necessarily. The autistic children. Okay, so yeah, that's a learning disability. Okay, but that doesn't mean that they can't go through school. We just have to, find professionals to get them through it. They might not be very strong in academics, but yes, they have very many other strengths. I've made an observation that a lot of people with disabilities have gifts in different, things.
Yeah,
they don't have to be academically, perfect, but there's something, there's a skill that they have,
Yeah,
and
like
if
I've
nurtured.
seen, well, I don't know, you remember Esther Wahome? I
Yes.
think she had a son or something, I can't remember very well. But there's a boy who was autistic, but he could sing very, very well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Usually there's a gift somewhere. Okay? There's something God has given you. Not really to compensate for your disability, but just to help you maneuver through life. Yeah. So our task as a society, as a community, as a family, is to look for that gift and to, support and make it better, make you grow in it. Okay.
Yeah.
So that now you can use that. Yeah, as you go through life. Yeah, to be able to succeed. Success is relative. What I see as success might not be what you see as success. Yeah. So like I was saying, disability is extremely wide. You can be, physically challenged, but someone can sit on a wheelchair, okay, and maneuver through life like me. I've been able to go to school. I'm going to work. I'm living a normal life. Yeah. Only that maybe being a person with disability, I require something extra from somewhere, either from my caregiver or from myself. Okay, I require some extra effort to be able to get to where I need to get to. Yeah, yeah. So that extra effort is what I want to talk about here. What is it that we can give as a community, as a society, as our effort towards ensuring that people with disabilities live a dignified life, they live a comfortable life, and they live a successful life. Something that's comfortable for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, for example, yeah, just as an example, the government has established special schools for a long time. Okay, so that those children with disabilities, severe disabilities, can go to special schools and get
education,
the so needed education, knowledge. Yeah, so that's an extra effort by the government. Yeah, but guess what? Me and you, we all need to put in extra effort somewhere. Okay. Yeah. So for example, if I was crossing the road today, I was going to work. Sometimes I use the train.
Yeah.
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 So I'll use this example, and it's not paid. It's not, it's just me giving people their flowers because they need it, and they've done their bit. Yeah. So Kenya Railway Services, through their commuter, Nairobi Commuter Rail, have trains that allow passengers with disabilities to be able to travel very comfortably. Yeah. They have, designated spaces for wheelchairs to be parked. Their staff are very professional and friendly in terms of handling people with disabilities.
Yeah.
They also have commuter buses, which I can easily board as a wheelchair user and move around if I need to use the bus. So That's the kind of extra effort I'm talking about. Yeah. So it needs to be a combined effort from each and every one of us. Yeah. Whatever you are doing, whatever sector you are in, try to think about people with disabilities. Yeah. If they were to travel, how would they travel in our bus company? Yeah. For example. Yeah. If we would receive a blind customer here, for example, they want to go to Mombasa. Do we have systems in place to be able to assist them through this journey? Will they be comfortable throughout the journey, for example? Yeah. If I have a school, a normal school per se, yeah, am I putting in maybe ramps in the school so that if I get a disabled child and they're using a wheelchair, they're able to go through school? Okay. Am I positive about it, or will I turn down the parent and say, I don't think we can handle this child? You know, not every disabled child needs to go to a special school, depending on the disability they have. Yeah. So we've generally talked about what disability is, the different manifestations which can, come about, and then one other very important thing I need everyone to know is that disability is it can be caused by so many things. Yeah, it can be a medical issue, maybe a sickness that has developed through disability, an amputation as a result of and a health issue. Yeah, it can be an accident. Yeah, it can be poor care during maybe delivery or something of the sort. Yeah? So it can be so many things. It's not, by any chance. I don't believe myself that this, it's any kind of witchcraft or anything of that sort. Yeah. But when it comes, if unfortunately it does, take it positively. Yeah. As you as a disabled person, the people around you, your family, your friends, the community, take it positively. Yeah. It's
just
not,
there on what you were saying about taking it positively. For someone who gets it along
the way,
it's not as easy as that person who got it during childbirth. And we cannot also assume that that one who got it at childbirth takes it positively that easily. It takes time. It takes understanding. Maybe you need therapies. You need to see is it a counselor or just to walk you through to the healing part, so that you get to accept the condition you get. Yeah. So it also takes time and needs you to have a strong support system and just to walk you around, to support you, to hold you up so that you don't deviate from the normal life, or maybe if it's school or whatever career that you're doing at that point. So yeah, just encouraging people that it can happen, but seek the various forms of support that can help you to get your healing also.
And also, just to add on to that, sometimes, like using myself as an example, I've been disabled since birth. Yeah? But thankfully for me, I've had a very good support system all through. Yeah. My parents, my close family, they've always supported me through the process. They've never made me feel less of a person. Okay?
That you are,
or even like special. Yeah. They've always made me feel like I'm just part of them. So for anybody who has a child or somebody who was born with disability, take advantage to nurture them with a lot of positivity and try and allow them live as much a normal life as possible.
True.
Take that opportunity because they are still young, they are still small. You have that opportunity to instill positiveness in them at that time. It's
Yeah.
not like somebody who has developed it, when
Along the
way,
Yeah.
they've already grown up and something happened along the way. For them, it's harder. And just to encourage families, relatives, friends of people who have go through that or are going through that, you need to be there for them. They may not have the strength, the mental strength to identify that they need a support system. They don't even know what they need maybe at that time.
At that time.
They are very confused.
Young.
Young. Maybe if it happens at a young age, but if it happens at old age or when you're a bit older, you're very confused because you're wondering, now what kind of life is this I'm getting into? I used to walk, I used to see, I used to hear, but now I can't.
I can't.
It takes a lot of, it's a team effort.
Yeah.
Them as the affected person, they may not even know that they need that help. But it is the people who are around that person who need to come together and try to find help for this person. Try to find ways of making him or her accept that now this is the journey they have to walk from, that time henceforth. Yeah. So it's not about even the person who is now having to deal with disability, but the people around them, their family, their friends, the community, the society, just to give them that positive environment, okay, to encourage them, to have people who have maybe are going through the same situation come and talk to them, maybe just to see positivity, like the way I'm sure somebody will see me somewhere and get inspired,
True.
and get to understand that this thing can be done. I can still live a normal life,
very normal life.
even with my disability. Yeah. So yeah, mine is just to encourage and I'm just trying to say that for those who are born with disability, I mean, it's not, I wouldn't say it's an advantage for them, but it's a bit better compared to someone who acquires disability along the way. And there are different ways to deal with it. For this one who was born with disability like me, having a positive environment all through life makes a very big difference. In fact, it makes the difference. Yeah. And for someone who acquires it as they go through life, they need a lot of professional help. They need a lot of, support around them. They need a lot of counseling. They need to get to a point where they are accepting now their new life, and they are finding ways of going through life that they didn't know before. Okay, just imagine you not being able to see, for example. You just wake up one day and you can't see, and
it will be hard.
And you are used to seeing every single day, and you wake up one day and you can't.
And it's just dark.
It takes a lot of training, a lot of effort, a lot of positiveness. It takes. I can't even
imagine. I can't imagine.
Yeah.
It's so hard. By the time you're accepting it,
must be so hard.
It must
be so hard.
But
with the right support, with the right energy around, the right professional advice, the right treatment sometimes.
True.
These things you can still get over them and live your life. Yeah. And so at this juncture, I think
you've talked so much.
I've talked so much. So
we needed that introduction. It is really very important, so that now when we start segmenting our topics, at least our viewers have got what disability is all about.
Yes.
And thank you so much.
Sana.
And to our viewers, we just want to say a big thank you. And this is our podcast, and our logo. We have our t-shirts here that have got the logo, Dreams to Reality for the Impaired.
Yes.
So we are just here to encourage, whether you're a disabled person, whether you're a caregiver, whether you're a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that there's a podcast that is going on with Faith and Ishmael. We're enlightening people on this, so let them not be discouraged.
Absolutely.
Let them not fear. They should walk above that fear.
Yes.
And they should be happy for who they are. So thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have it. Is it Dreams to Reality at 78?
Yeah.
In YouTube.
No, YouTube is Dreams to Reality for the Impaired.
Dreams to Reality for the Impaired.
Yes.
Then we have our
TikTok.
IG and TikTok also.
Yes.
You'll find us there.
Yeah.
So thank you and cheers.
Yeah. TikTok is Dreams to Reality 78. Okay.
IG.
Same. Okay. Yeah. So thank you so much. It's been a blast. I hope you've learned one or two things. I hope you've gained from the podcast. And yeah, we look forward to sharing a lot more with you on disability issues.
Yes.
You know. So just look out for our next podcast. Yeah.
Which will be dropping every Thursday.
Yes.
Every Thursday.
Yes.
We'll be dropping something for you.
We'll try as much as possible to remain consistent. It's not easy, but we'll try.
I know.
We'll keep pushing.
Cheers,
so just support us however you can. Like, share, follow.
Subscribe.
Remember, for us, it's just to share the message.
Yeah.
Okay. The more people get to see and hear about this, the better for us.
Yes.
Because we know that we are making our desired impact. Yeah. So asanteni sana. Till next time. Cheers.
Cheers.